It's Linda with the Many Things, and I am going to make a very comforting, yummy dish. Now that it's fall and the air's turning a bit cool, it's time to start making those comfort dishes. And this is inexpensive. I bought one whole fryer chicken, and I threw the package away before I looked at how many pounds it was, but it's a pretty good size. I'm gonna say 5 pounds. And all I did was I took it and I put it in my, let me show you, here in my little Dutch oven, covered it with water, salt and pepper, a little bit of seasoning such as your oregano, and a little bit of basil, and you know, you can always season it up more as you go along, but this is just to get it started. I've already cooked the chicken. I cooled it. I took all the chicken off the bones, which is probably the most time consuming out of all of it. Now, you don't have to do it like that. You can use chicken broth, which is already made. You can use cut up chicken, such as a bone-in chicken, or maybe just chicken breasts. So I like doing it this way because I get more flavor, and I like the flavor from the bones. So it gives me somewhat of like a bone broth taste. And this is also more economical than buying your own chicken broth. Now I just wanted to show you how much chicken I got off of that one chicken. I can probably get 5 or 6 meals out of this. Chicken cost me $9. So it was a pretty good sized chicken. And it was a lot cheaper than buying the chicken breasts that are already sliced for you. So what we're going to do here is we're going to get our chicken broth, and we're going to heat it back up, which it's still a little warm. Going to heat it up. And to this, let me show you what it looks like. My tiny kitchen. Looks pretty delicious. So to this broth, we're going to add 2 carrots. They're pretty good sized carrots. And I chopped them up. Little bite size. I don't like them too small because then I feel like the carrot loses its character. I have a small onion cut up, and I have 2 stalks of celery, and I'm going to back up on the carrots. That was 3 carrots, 2 stalks of celery, and I'm going to put the chicken back in the fridge while we wait for our vegetables to cook. Okay, I've got the vegetables cooking in the Dutch oven. I've got the lid back on top. My heat is about medium heat, and it's going to take about 40 minutes or so for those vegetables to get soft. We don't want them squishy soft, but we do want them where they're not crunchy. So while our vegetables are cooking, we're going to make the dumplings, the most important part. And I have here 2 cups of flour, and I'm going to turn this just a little bit. There we go. And I'm going to add 1 teaspoon. Let me double check that. Okay. Good thing I double checked. 4 teaspoons of baking powder. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 quarters cup of milk plus 3 tablespoons if you need it as necessary. I'll mix up my dry ingredients a little bit first. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put my milk in. And I have 2 tablespoons of melted butter. Mix this up. I don't know if we're going to need the extra 3 tablespoons of milk. We will see. I think we will. Okay, so we'll just add, there's 1 tablespoon. Yeah, this is working much better. And I prefer making my dumplings from scratch because, once again, it's more economical. And I think they just taste better than, some people use biscuit dough. They can use, like your biscuit dough that's in the cold section in the grocery store. You can, what else can you use? You can also use a box mix, like a Bisquick or something like that, a pre-made. It's got all the stuff in it. I prefer doing it like this, and I think it just tastes better. And why not just, spend the time to do it, and then you're so glad you did. And then when you have leftovers, and you can freeze part of it, you can just have, the leftovers for the next night. And I'm quite sure I'm going to get about 3 or 4 meals out of this. Now, this is for 2 people, okay? It's not for a huge family, although this would suit a big family at once, but you're probably not going to have leftovers. So I'm going to go ahead and just add a little tiny bit more milk to this, just straight from the carton. And this looks like it's pretty good. It's just a doughy biscuit mix. Gonna let it sit while the veggies are cooking. And this is what it looks like. I didn't add my salt. So we have 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Now I'm going to have to be very creative how I put this in. Since everything's already mixed up. There we go. Just the rest of it. Just like this. Perfect. Okay. Well, we're going to go ahead and wait for the veggies to cook, and then we'll drop our dumplings on and see how they turn out. So now we're going to check on our vegetables now that they've been cooking a while. Ooh. And there's still a little on the crispy side, so we'll just cook this down a little bit more. Okay, so now that our vegetables have cooked, we're going to take a look at them, and Looks like they are done. We've got carrots are nice and getting tender, so we're good with that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put our dumplings in, and I like to just take spoonfuls, probably about this much, and excuse me, drop them in next to each other. Don't try not to get them too close, but you want it to be able to cook on top of the broth. Make your dumplings too big and they will overcrowd, but they're still good. And then we're going to take a couple more. And I just use my fingers because that's the easiest way. Always make sure you wash your hands really good before doing something like this. And we're just dropping these dumplings in. They look so good. And looks like we've got enough for a couple more. Put one in the middle, kind of a big one. And then all of the seasonings that I had already seasoned it with, a little oregano, a little bit of basil, not much. That covers the dumplings and make them look so pretty. And let me wash your hands here real quick. Take a look at these, see how they look. Those look good. They're starting to boil. Now what you want to do with this is you want to let it simmer because you don't want it to boil. So we're going to put the lid back on. The steam helps cook the dumplings. And so we've covered our pot. We're going to cook this for about 15 to 20 minutes until the dumplings are thoroughly cooked inside. You don't want them to be doughy. So then we'll check them after that and give them a taste test. So this has been cooking, the dumplings have been cooking for about 15 minutes and they look done. I'm gonna scooch over here. Turn off our heat. I'm going to sprinkle, before I do that, I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of dried parsley. I don't have fresh parsley because that would be just as good. Don't want too much. Remember with the dried herbs, they're a little bit stronger than the fresh ones. So, okay, so we're going to go ahead and scoop some of this up. Oh, wow, that looks so good. And let's get a dumpling. Got carrots, chicken. A little more chicken for me. Look at this. Does it look good? It's a little hot. So I'm going to be very careful. Spoon. I'm going to go ahead and give it a taste. So good. Oh, this is delicious. It's perfect. So if you want a nice comforting meal, something that's budget friendly, chicken and dumplings, and do it from scratch. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope that you subscribe. Bye-bye.